Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the week 8 live session for the course Research Methodology. The course code is NOC24GE21. The course instructors are Professor Edmana Prasad and Professor Pratap Haridos from IIT Madras. My name is Amay Dukle. I am Prime Minister Research Fellow in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIT Tirupati. So, before we begin, just some basics of the session. These live interactive sessions are to boost your performance. These are not compulsory, but it is highly encouraged that you attend them. Be respectful in the chat. You can ask the questions at the end of the session, or just unmute yourself when the question is being going on. Videos will be uploaded on YouTube. You can follow this link, or you can follow the link from the course page. So just giving you a overview of the course for the final time. This course is to introduce people about how formal research is taken place. So the common misconception and how it happens, what all are to be done for to take up successful research, is what is the aim of this course. The intended audience is masters and PhD level students. So this is a 8-week course. We are in the final week. This week it was department specific research discussion. So I hope all of you have watched all the videos. I know many of, like, it would be difficult. Many people might not be able to follow other department stuff, but I hope you guys have just taken a, like, understood something from those discussion. So to so we'll solve the assignments today. So this is the criteria to get the certificate. So I guess you all are well aware about this. So 25% of the basics assignment will be considered out of the total 8 assignments, and the exam score, 75% will be considered for that exam score, and the final score will be assignment score plus the exam score, and these are the few criteria that you need to fulfill. So today's session plan: first we'll start with the practice assignment 8, then we'll move to a previous year assignment 8, and then we'll move to question and answer session. So this week's practice assignment, basically you need to visit one of the two websites. So you can either visit the Tamil Nadu tourism website, or you can visit the Wikipedia website. From that website there are few questions which you need to answer. So um, I would encourage all of you to open these websites on your in your system as well. I will share my entire screen, and we'll go through the Wikipedia website as of now. So I hope this Wikipedia website is now visible to everyone. Um, I it seems in some cases the black back contrast is more easier to see. Is there anyone having problem in looking through the website? Anyone having any issues? I hope not. So we'll just have a please have a read of the website. I'll also read once, and you can also go through it once. Mamlapuram, also known as Mahabalipuram, is a town in Chengalpettu district in the southern in the southeastern Indian state of Tamil Nadu, best known for UNESCO World Heritage Site of 7th and 8th century Hindu group of monuments at Mahabalipuram. It is one of the famous tourist sites in India. The ancient name of the place is Tirukadamallai. It is a part of Chennai metropolitan area. It is a satellite town of Chennai. Mamlapuram was one of the two major port cities in Pallava kingdom. The town was named after Pallava king Narsimhavaram I, who was also known as Mamla. Along with the economic prosperity, it became a site of a group of royal monuments, many carved out of a living rock. These are dated to the 7th and 8th century. Rathas, the temple in the form of chariots; mandapas, cave sanctuaries; a giant open air rock relief; the descent of the Ganges; and the shore temple dedicated to Shiva. The contemporary town plan was established by the British Raj in 1827. Etymology: earliest mention of the city is found in the first century work called Periplus of the Erythraean Sea by an unknown Greek navigator. Ptolemy, the Greek geographer, refers to this place as Malange. Mahabalipuram is also known by other names such as Mamlapatna and Mamlapuram. The term Mamlapuram means the city of Mamla. The other name of the famous Pallava Empire, Narasimhavaram I, who built the famous temples in the city. Tirumangal Alvar, the famous Vaishnavite saint, mentions the place as Kadalmalai, referring to the Stalasanna Perumal temple, other name for by which Mahabalipuram is also known to mariners, at least since Marco Polo is time is seven pagodas, alluding to the seven pagodas of Mahabalipuram that stood on the shore of which one the shore temple survives. History: Neolithic burial on calm circles and jars with burial dating to the 1st century BCE have been discovered near Mahabalipuram. The Sangam age poem Perupang relates to the rule of King Tondiman Ilam Thariyar at Kanchipuram of the Tondai Nadu port. Nirpeyaru.
Yeah, is it related to research methodology? This thing is related to research methodology.
Actually, you have to solve this assignment. You have to go through this. So I'll just show you what the assignment is this time. So basically, it's not needed to actually, but you need to. These kind of questions might come. So I'll just share this week's practice assignment. So these type of questions you can expect in exam. So um, if you can see my.
This is like a passage English exam, like English passage.
So not really. So what you will have to do is, yeah, this is all, this is the kind of thing you will get. So what will happen is you will have to read the passage and you have to give out the answer. So this is one of the like uh, uh, today's assignment. So I don't know why it is so, but this is what it is. So you can go through the Wikipedia page. I'm also like, it's too long, so we'll just go through all the questions and answers for this, and then we'll go to actual serious assignment, last previous year assignment. So we'll just go with the all the questions. Two Pallava coins found at Mamlapuram, which provides the evidence of existence of Pallava dynasty at Mamlapuram, read Adivaraha, King Mahamala, Srihari and Srinidhi. So if you go through the website, it's given Srihari and Srinidhi. It's we are just about to read it, but anyway, we'll move to the second question. Which of these caves is carved from one single large piece of stone? Tirukadamalai Shore Temple, Pancharathas, Lighthouse. So it is the Pancharathas. So if you go to Mahabalipuram, you will find out there are Pancharathas from which it is being carved out. Then the huge boulder located near the Ganesh Ratha, resting on a very narrow rock base, is known as World of Shri Krishna, Butterball of Shri Krishna, Earth, Sun. So it is Butterball of Shri Krishna. Uh, Mahabalipuram is in the southeast India, preeminently testimony to Pallava civilization, Maurya civilization, Gupta and Cholas. So obviously the Pallavas have made it. We read it in the um, um, Wikipedia page. So it is that way. And Lord known as Valvendai Gna, Gna Piran is a shrine of which god? So basically, it is of Adivara. So all these are there in the Wikipedia page. Any doubts, you will have to go through Wikipedia page. We'll go to the serious assignment of that is the previous year assignment. So, which is the one main difference between classroom environment and the research program? So these are the four options. In a classroom environment, problems are well defined and involve multiple variables, while in research problem have fewer variables and require scholar to determine the others. In a classroom environment, problems involve only one variable, while in the research, problems involve multiple variables and require the scholar to find these relationships. In a classroom environment, problem is open-ended and involve multiple variables, while in research problems have well-defined solutions and involve only one variable. In a classroom environment, problems are well-defined and involve only one variable, while in research problems have multiple variables and require the scholar to find the relationships. So, any guesses? Please read the options once, because these are like application based. Everything is application based today. Just read the options once and then come up with the answer. You can key in your answer in the chat box, please. So yes, we have gotten some answers. Yes, A. The answer is D. Basically, in classroom environment, the problem are well defined and involve only one variable. While in regards to the problems, while in research, problems have multiple variable and require the scholar to find the relationship. So basically, in classroom, what happens is the problems are well defined. So you will have so like in a classroom, what you problems, we are not talking about the math kind of problems. What we are talking about is the problem basically is getting like from one grade to other. So to get from one grade to other, what is the only like the problem is well defined. You have to get from grade to other, and and the only variable is getting the pass percentage. So there might be some universities might have a 40 percentage, or some universities might have the 50 percentage. So in that, the problem is well defined and you just have to clear that, and you will get it. But in a research journey, in a research journey, more or less, so what happens is you have to define your problem also. You have to come up with, your if you are doing a PhD per se, or even if you are doing a master's level project, your guide will just give you a basic introduction. Okay, you have to do it in this broad field. So in that, you have to find out a problem. Then from the problem, you have to come up with a problem statement. Then from the problem statement, you need to come up with, like, so you can see the number of variables are quite high. So you have to you'll have to search the problem. Then you have to come up with the problem statement. Then you have to make others prove to others that your problem is worth identifying. So basically, it is not just about like you find a problem and you can work on it. You should convince the doctoral committee, or you have to convince other people that your problem is worth funding. So your funding is again one of the variable. So all these things, like the scholar needs to find the relationship, and he's supposed to overcome that to get to solve a research problem. So I hope I'm clear. So move to the second question, which is recommended approach for student to undertake research. Students should have open mind and prepared to work on interdisciplinary problems, as many real world problems do not fit within the narrow vertical site of single field. Students should focus only on deepening their knowledge within their specific undergraduate discipline, as it will be sufficient to solve most research problems. Students should not prioritize enjoying the research journey. Students should focus only on well defined fields to get publications. So this is very easy. Yes, the answer is A. You should have open mind and you should be prepared to solve interdisciplinary problems. So basically now the like it is all about finding something interdisciplinary. So in any field if you go nowadays, data science, analytics, machine learning is there. So even if you are doing biology, you have to understand, or you have to find a way to use data science, analytics, AI, and do it. So interdisciplinary research, and you should keep an open mind for it. If you are a biologist, you should not be like, I will not use AI, or I will not learn what is big data, because those who are actually adopting it faster, so those who are adopting AI faster, or those who are adopting uh, AI for their benefit, they are actually uh, succeeding better than the other than the peers. So you should be focus on interdisciplinary, you should have an open mind and focus on interdisciplinary problems. So, which of the following is not a characteristics of a successful researcher at the end of their PhD program? Clear understanding of their work and ability to explain it to others, identification of limitation and boundary of the research, setting goals for future research based on their current work, dependency on others to carry out research independently. Yes, the answer is D. Uh, when you are like completing your PhD, you should be able to understand, uh, like explain your work in a very crisp manner. So basically, there are something called as elevator pitch. So basically, like if you are going for any funding to any company, it will happen so that you meet the sharks in an elevator or somewhere, and then you have to give them a pitch. So uh, you only have time within the in the elevator, how much time you have and how good you make out of time, and explain your uh, like your business to the sharks, is what defines how whether you get the funding or not. So a PhD scholar should be able to like condense his or her entire PhD work or entire research work, what they did for 4 to 5 years, within 10 seconds, and explain it to anybody. So that should be how clear the PhD student is in their work. They should also identify the limitations and boundaries of their work. So it is never happening that like a PhD researcher has finished it and he's like, no, I have completed the field and there is nothing more to find in that field. So that will never happen. You have to find, there will be limitations and boundaries to your research, and also setting goals for future research based on the current research is also very important. And you should be independent to carry out the research. So you should not at the end of your PhD, you should be able to guide others doing their research. You should not be dependent on others for most of the things. So this is the thing. So the answer is D, dependence on others to carry out the research independently. Question 4: what is the purpose of research in education? To diminish the social status, to reduce the employment opportunity, to suppress personal development, to contribute to becoming a respected educational professional. So again, it's a very simple question. So the answer is D, to contribute to becoming a respected educational professional. Question number 5: what is the primary objectives of research in modern society? Acquiring new knowledge, staying updated with the advancement in knowledge, conducting systematic examinations and critical analysis of investigation and sources. All of the above. Again, a very simple question. Yes, great, everyone. The answer is D. It's basically all of the above. Whatever your primary objective of research is, basically acquiring new knowledge, staying updated with the advancement in knowledge, and conducting systematic examination and critical analysis of the investigation and sources. So the answer is all of the above. So we'll move to the sixth question. Which process is typically not required in experimental research? Controlling variables, making observation, collecting references, manipulating results. Again, very simple questions. Yeah. Yes, the answer is manipulating research. So manipulating research is a part of research misconduct. So we have seen this in some one of the previous weeks. So research misconduct is a very serious offense, and manipulating research results is a very dangerous thing. Many people have lost their career out of it. There have been cases where people, even the Nobel laureates, had to retract the results because of result manipulation. I guess there was a case 2 or 3 years back with chemistry Nobel laureate. So the person got the Nobel Prize, and after 2 or 3 weeks of Nobel Prize, even the announcement was made, but the ceremony didn't happen, and then in that duration, she got caught of research manipulation, and although the Nobel Prize stayed with her, but it was a big issue for her. So, what is the rationale behind discouraging manipulation in research? It distorts the variability and reliability of finding. It undermines the integrity and credibility of the researcher. It hampers the progress and advancements of knowledge. All of the above. Yes, the answer is D. All of the above. Uh, it's basically if you do any manipulations, it undermines your credibility. So even one retraction. So it is very important. Many people are starting their research career, so it is very important to know that even one retraction is the career ender, and especially if you get that retraction early in your career, you better go out of research, because if you have even one retraction or any one problem in your research, basically it will be like it's the end of your research career. No one is going to give you a job, nobody is going to give you any funding or anything if you have one retraction. So be aware of manipulating the research results. Don't do it. So it hampers the progress and advancement of knowledge. It is basically a very dangerous thing. It is uh, really a problematic situation. So um, which of the following options best defines research? Repeating a search process multiple times, discovering solutions to various problems, conducting systematic scientific investigation to uncover the truth about a specific problem. None of the above. Yes, we got good answer. Yes, the answer is C. Conducting systematic scientific investigations to uncover the truth about specific problems. Moving to question number 9. Which of the following is a primary requirement when starting a research? Creating a research design, establishing the research question, determining the data analysis procedure, writing the thesis. So, so when how what will you do so just this is a hypothetical situation which has been posed to you. You are starting your research, you have just enrolled in the PhD and you are starting your research. So what will you do first? Whether you will design the research, whether you will say like these are the experiments I want to do, this is the material I want to use, this or you will first find out what the research question is, like this is my research question, this is the problem uh, I'm aiming to solve, or this is the uh, uh, this is the problems I think needs to be solved, and this is what I'm solving, this is my approach for solving it. Or whether you will determine the data analysis procedure, how will you analyze the data, the statistical significance of the data and all those things. Or whether you will start with the writing of the thesis. Obviously the answer is B, establishing the research question. So many people have given the answer A. So unless you know the question, how will you design what is you are going to do? If you are making any if you are intending to start your research, first you should know the research problem, right? Once you know the research problem, once you know the research question, then and only then you can like come up with what you need to solve that problem. So first you will find the problem, then you will design the number of experiments or design how what the material you want to analyze, and then you will come up with the research design. So these are the analysis techniques I'll use, and then you will write the thesis. So first, before you get the research establish a research question, how will you actually design a research? So the answer is B, establishing the research question. And 10th question, what is the primary objective of interdisciplinary research? To complicate research problem, to incorporate a comprehensive methodology by merging two or more fields, to provide introduction to traditional research methodology, to diminish the focus on single subject within the research domain. So what do you think will be the reason for interdisciplinary research from all this? The
To incorporate a comprehensive methodology by merging the two.
Yes, that's correct. The answer is B, to incorporate comprehensive methodology by merging the two or more fields. So with this, we have completed this all the live session and all the questions. So any question for today's live session? First, we'll start with today regarding today's this week content or this week live session. Then we'll move towards your other questions. So anyone has any questions regarding today's assignment? Today is very simple assignment. You can expect these kind of questions in your exam, at least some of the app, like these are application based on very logic based questions. You can expect these time kind of some questions in the exam. Although like I don't have much idea about the exam, but I can sense that these kind of questions will come in your exam. So like keep your open mind, read all the options multiple times. So today you can see the first question in this assignment. You had to read all the all the options. You have to read at least once or twice to understand them, and then you can come up with the answer. So these kind of questions will be there. You have to read all the alternatives. So don't just mark blindly by seeing the keyword. If you see the keyword and marking, that is not going to work. This will be a bit application based. You have to be alert and you have to be aware when you are giving the exam. So that is one of the very important thing. Any other questions? You can please unmute yourself and ask.
Could you please explain the first question?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So yeah, so you can see the first slide, right? So which is one of the main difference between a classroom environment and a research program? So the first option says, in a classroom environment the problems are well defined and involve multiple variables, while in research problems have fewer given variables and require the scholar to determine the others. In a classroom environment, the problems involve only one variable, while in research problems involve multiple variables and require the scholar to find their relationship. In classroom environment, problems are open-ended and involve multiple variables, while in research the problems are well defined, so have well defined solution and involve only one variable. In a classroom environment, problems are well defined and involve only one variable, while in research, problems have multiple variables and require to the scholar to find their relationship. So we'll just take down each each alternative one by one. So in what the first alternative is saying, that in a classroom program the problems are well defined and involve multiple variables, while in research have fewer variables and require the scholar to determine the others. So basically, in a classroom environment, obviously the problems are well defined. So in whereas in research you have to determine the problem. So and like there will be various variables. So there will be um, like so let's take an example of your classroom environment. You have to pass from your first year to second year. So we'll so now and you so just we'll just take a example of you have to pass your undergraduate degree and you have to complete your PhD. So we'll just take two situations. So in the first situation, your problem is well defined, right? So your problem is you have to clear all the subjects, and once you clear all the subjects, you will get your you will get your degree. The what is the variable? Your variable is your like you getting you fulfilling the academic requirement. There might be like the attendance percentage requirement, and there will be like the marks requirement. So your passing mark will be 40% or 50% depending on your university. So whereas in research you have to find your own research question. So in research, to get the PhD, basically you have to like find your own research question. Then you have to come up with the research plan. You have to like convince others about your research plan, and then you have to like get like the fund. You have to convince the funders to give money to conduct your research. So you can see the number of variables in research is quite high. So I'm just giving from a broader perspective. Obviously this really entails to a research as such, but I'm just giving you an example like how a research environment works, and how a classroom environment works. So based on this, so obviously in classroom the variable is only one. So uh, the answer is D, where you have to only in the classroom program you have a well defined like and involve problems are well defined. Your problem is very well defined. You have to complete your UG degree. Your like variables are also like only one variable, that is you have to fulfill the academic criteria. You have to only give that you have to fulfill the attendance requirement. You have to pass the things. But in a in a research problem, or in a research environment, you have a multiple variables. You will have like getting the funding. You will have to get the research paper out. Your work has to be unique. Again, that is also one more thing. You cannot like just do your seniors work, right? In the UG you can just copy paste your seniors work and you can get the degree. That is not possible. So that is the thing. And it is yours as a scholar's duty to find the relationship, and it is also your duty to like solve those problems. That way it is. So anyone didn't understand?
Sir, good evening, sir. Is it possible to share this PPT?
Yeah, everything will be shared. Everything will be shared. Everything has been shared actually.
Progression and all. Can you give a brief explanation regarding that one?
Which one, madam?
So, like, sir, by considering the sample, how can we mention the quartile data, probability values, how to find that mean and variance of the distribution?
So last week's content you are asking, madam, right?
Yes, last week.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
last week,
yes, sir.
yeah. So last week, as I said, you won't be given data. You only have to understand what is done in the test. So I repeated in the in the assignments also. So what you need to know is what is a mean. So what is mean is you have obviously you know what the mean is. Mean is you take all the entire sample and you take the average. That is mean. So then what is the variance? So basically there are some formulas which you have to understand, but you won't be given any data to solve. So there won't be any problem per se which you have to solve. It will be about understanding what the graph looks like. So what what is hypothesis testing. So what is like within what zone of the graph you accept the hypothesis and what you reject the hypothesis. So that kind of things you need to know. So like finding the quartile and all those things, it's not there in the scope of the course. Even you might have if you have gone through the like the lecture slides, you will understand that that is not in the scope of the lecture. So all you need to know is how the test works, what is the purpose of the test, and what, like, so there will be research space design. There is question number 10 or 9 and 10. So in that, so what is it? So basically you plot all um, the variables, and you define a window within which you will consider all the you will do all the experiments. Then there is multi-factor design. So there you take two independent variables. So independent variable 1, independent variable 2, and then there is high and there is low for every like variable. So that kind of thing. So you only need to understand what is done in that test. You need not go into very specific, the like, it won't, it's about your understanding. So even if you have gone if you go to the videos, you will find out that all they expect you is to know these tests are there. They are not expecting you to solve the problem. So that is a very, like, that is a course in itself. So in research methodology, you are only expected to know that these are there, and when you do your own research, when you will join your PhD or whatever, that time you know, okay, you can recall, okay, I have heard about this t test, or I have heard about this hypothesis testing, and I can use it. So that is the main reason for this, the entire, all the tests have been given. So as I said last time also, all you need to know, just go through the video once, know how the graph looks like for all the tests, uh, find out, understand what is mean, what is standard deviation, what is variance, then understand like the design, factorial design. Again, very simple. You just you might have even understood by looking at the site. So it is all about understanding these tests are there, so knowing these tests are there, and what is there in every test. So you are not expected to actually solve a problem. You are just expected to, like, know, like have a basic overview of this test exists and what it does. So like in there so I would just suggest, just go through the video. There is nothing you need to actually understand, know beyond what is there in the video. So you need not, like, the quartile and all what you are telling me, that you need not know in need to know per se for your course. But this much is what you all need to know. Am I clear, or do you need something else?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Any other questions? In case you don't have any question, you are free to leave the session. um, there might be a session tomorrow. You will receive by mail if there is any session or not. That will be we will do the revision. We'll solve all the assignment questions from week 1 to week 8, and that's it. So if you are like if you have no other question, you are free to leave the session. Anyone has any question, then you are free to ask.
Sir, what about the exam question paper, sir? Multiple choice questions, or otherwise, is there any descriptive questions will be there?
I don't think so. There will be any descriptive question, but you can. I'm not 100% sure, but I can assure you that whatever will be there, at least 50% will be objective. So anyway, like more than 50% will be objective. That much I can assure you. I don't know whether there will be descriptive question or not, but objective questions will be forming the majority. That is for sure.
Yeah, so Saturday we are having the final exam, and earlier, you only told once that the instructor will be conducting a session before the
Yeah.
exam, but till now there's no such notification.
Yeah, actually, what is I don't know. I don't
Like
know.
Saturday is the exam, then we conduct.
Yeah, actually, it should have been done. Actually, even like I don't know what they have done to today. Like they mail also tomorrow. There is supposed to be an extra session. That also they have not given. So like I don't know. Maybe you can have to put that in the discussion forum. But usually there is one course instructor session. So but I think most of your doubts will in case you have any like specific doubt, but I can tell you that exam will be very easy, and it will be like today's assignment. It will be application based questions. So I don't think you should be too much worried about this course, at least. So that much I can assure you. So I will also check with the NPTEL team and find out whether the session will be there. When will the session be there? Because they announce either one day in advance. So I think there will be session, but we need to check again. But I don't. Do you have any like concerns? Are you that afraid of the exam that you are like any?
Like at least the pattern should be told. What do we expect in the exam? Only objectives, like fill in the blanks, or some descriptive answers. That pattern should be told at least once.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
no one has been clearly telling us that.
Yeah, that is very true. I agree with you. The thing is, I can assure you one thing, that majority will be this. See, I can tell you few things. One is because there are too many. So descriptive, the person there needs to be somebody to check the papers. So if there is descriptive questions and there are like 3 to 4 thousand people who have enrolled for this course when registered for their exam, it will be very difficult for them to evaluate the answers, right? And the background of the people is also very diverse. There are many people who are who might not be very like comfortable with typing and all those things. So my guess is like a majority you can expect a objective type of exam only. Now whether it will be a MSQ or MCQ, that I cannot tell you, but this is my educated guess. I can tell you that how, because like I've been like involved with NPTEL related courses for like 2 3 years now. I can tell you that the if because there will be, if they give like there will be many people who are there, right? And there will be people who might like not be comfortable with typing and all those things, and since the number is very high and it is a general course. See, when it is a very specialized course, like if it is a mechanical engineering course, or if it is a biomedical engineering course, if it is a chemical engineering course, they know that there the students are have at least completed the UG in that field. So in that case they might go for descriptive or something like that. In this case I am quite sure that they it won't be that it is very unlikely that there will be a descriptive type of question. uh, However, like I'm not.
There can be like one word answers or fill in the blanks. That those things can be there.
um that also, again, the thing is, to that cannot be evaluated by a person. so it can it used to like sorry, it cannot be evaluated by the computer, it needs a person, and there will be a lot of dispute. So my educated guess is there will be only MCQ. So this is my educated guess, I'm not telling you like 100%, but my educated guess is it will be like MCQ only, because they don't have that much like money, like manpower to actually check every person, and then there will be a lot of disputes. So the major aim is to avoid the disputes, or avoid the confusion between the people. So I am I would say that it is highly unlikely that it will be like people will be uh, what do you say, there will be any uh, like a descriptive kind of question where you have to key in the answer. So because it's a huge number of people who are taking it, there is a lot of people from different field who are taking it, and there can be people who are not very familiar with typing or those kind of things. So long answers, so I'm like 95% sure that there won't be any. Fill in the blanks might be there, but that is also like I'm not very sure. It will be mainly it will be MCQ or MSQ based only, is that I can tell you, like, because this is uh, they don't have that much manpower to check each and every person question, and there will be a lot of disputes as well. So it is highly unlikely that they will like put any descriptive kind of question.
But in 2020 and 2021, descriptive questions were asked in research methodology. At least kindly confirm that on whether those papers are like fake or otherwise it is correct, sir. At least you can share some of the previous papers, it will be useful for us. Because on Saturday only we are having an exam.
I will send this request to NPTEL, and I'll ask them to like because it's a very valid question, and it needs to be answered. So I will send this query to NPTEL, because even I don't have the question papers. I have no access to the previous year question papers. But like what all I'll so I will try to find out from, like, I'll try to send this request to NPTEL, asking them to confirm how the exam will look like. But like that's all I can do, because I don't have any access to the previous year question papers, so I cannot do from that end. But I can tell you that last time at least there was no descriptive, as much as I reckon, because I one of my friend gave it. So last time there was no descriptive, that much I know. I don't know about the previous years. So I'll take this issue up with the NPTEL team. I'll just send them a email just after this session, and we'll see what they do. I think they'll reply, like they'll send you some thing or the other.
Okay, so the session is otherwise over.
Yeah. Session is over. You can leave. You can take the leave.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
excuse me,
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, can you just go through question number two onwards
Yeah.
just for a while? I
Yeah,
just
sure.
want to see the questions.
Sure. It is all like basic knowledge kind of questions. There's nothing in today's questions, so you can just go through them. Like I'll just go through them. So the question two is, what is recommended approach for students to undertake research? So just by looking at the things, you can say that it is mainly about having open mind and work towards solving interdisciplinary problems. So question number three is basically, it is not a characteristics of a successful researcher at the end of the PhD program. So clear understanding of their work and ability to explain it to others, identification of limitations and boundaries of their research, setting goals for future research based on their current work, dependence on others to carry out the research independently. So basically not a characteristic. So a PhD, after PhD, the person is supposed to actually guide others, so it should not be very dependent on like others to carry out research independently. So then we move to the fourth question: what is the purpose of research in education? To diminish the social status, to reduce employment opportunities, to suppress personal development, to contribute towards becoming a respected educational professional. So the given answer is to contribute to becoming a respected educational professional. So the question number 5: which of the following is the primary objective of research in modern society? Acquiring new knowledge, staying updated with advancements in knowledge, conducting systematic examination and critical analysis of the investigation and sources, all of the above. So basically all of the above. So your aim is to acquire new knowledge, conducting systematic examination of problems, and also staying updated with the advancements in knowledges. So that is all of the above. um, which of the process is typically not required in experimental research? Controlling variables, making observations, controlling the reference, collecting references, manipulating research. So obviously the answer is manipulating research. You are not supposed to do that. um, what is the rationale behind discouraging manipulation in research? It distorts the validity and the reliability of the findings. It undermines the integrity and credibility of the researcher. It hampers the progress and advancements of knowledge. All of the above. So the answer is all of the above. Then question number 8: which of the following option best defines research? Repeating search process multiple times, discovering solutions to various problems, conducting systematic scientific investigation to uncover the truth about a specific problem. None of the above. So the answer is conducting systematic scientific investigation to uncover the truth about the specific problem. Question number 9 again: which of the following is the primary requirement of starting a research? Creating a research design, establishing a research question, determining the data analysis procedure, writing thesis. So the answer is establishing the research question. You start with the research question, then you design your research, then you analyze you gather the data, then you analyze the data, and then you finally publish it or write your thesis. So you start with the research question. And the 10th question: what is the primary objective of interdisciplinary research? To complicate the research problem, to incorporate comprehensive methodology by merging two or more fields, to provide an introduction to traditional research methodology, to diminish the focus on a single subject within the research domain. So the answer is obviously incorporate comprehensive methodology by merging two or more fields. So this is today's assignment.
Thank you very
Sir,
much, sir.
can you please go to the slide number one? One
Slide
slide number.
slide number 1 or question number 1?
No, not question number one, sir. I,
This slide number 1.
after that, sir, slide number 2.
Okay. This is just we have this the YouTube channel link and all those things.
Okay, sir.
There is nothing like first 5-6 slides. These are same. We have as per NPTEL guidelines. We have to like introduce you and all introduce ourselves and all those things. So that is like basic criteria which we have to
Okay,
do.
sir.
Anyone has any other questions? I don't know. Actually, there was supposed to be a session tomorrow, but they have not sent a mail by now. So I don't know what they'll be, whether it will happen or not. In tomorrow's session, we will just go through all the assignments from 1 to 8 and finish it. So it's not compulsory. We'll just go through it for once for everybody's sake. Yeah. So we have Sandhya Rani madam raising her hand. Can you just unmute yourself and ask your question, madam? Madam, Sandhya Rani madam.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good evening. Good evening, madam.
Sir, how can we get these PPTs, sir?
Yeah, madam, I'll just show you again. So I'll just share my entire screen. So others who don't have any questions, you are free to leave the session. I'll just be taking all the like whatever doubts people have. Tomorrow the mail has just come. So tomorrow they from 5 to 7 we'll have the session, and you can just and we'll be going through all assignment 1 to 8. If you have missed anything, you are expected to join. In case you don't have not missed anything, no need to join. So madam, you can see my screen, madam.
No, sir, no, not visible, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir.
so now you are on the main course page. Here you can see this. You go here, down, problem solving session, July 2024. Okay, then you go into recordings. You can see now.
Okay.
um, then
Okay.
then recording, you go here. It's taking some time. Yeah, so here you will see one Google Doc opening. So you go here, there'll be click here, you can see the option, click here. So you go here, you will see this Google Doc opening. In this folder you will have all the slides. All the slides are there in this folder. So if you click on this folder, these are my session slides. These are Sindhu madam's slides. She takes the session on Monday. So these are her slides and these are my slides. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, tomorrow you will repeat from week 1 to week 8 assignments, sir.
Yeah. So whatever I have taken from week 1 to week 8, I will just repeat it. This is just for a revision for all of you. So that is not very like if you have missed something, or if you want to just go through them in a very fast manner, we will go through it. So it is around 200 and 200 slides. So that many questions, we will just go through them. So in case you are like if you have missed something, or if you want to just go through the slides, you can come. But it's not like I'm just giving you a heads up. So if you have anything something else to do, you can just go through the slides again in your YouTube recording also. If you have any questions, you can ask now only. So because tomorrow it will be like lot of slides, so maybe we might not get any time for question and answers.
Okay, sir. No doubts. Only just tomorrow it is a revision session.
Yeah, tomorrow it's a revision session from 5 to 7.
And is it 5 to 7? Is it 5 to 7, not 6 to 8?
Yeah, it is 5 to 7.
सर 6 to 8 होगा तो अच्छा होता.
अभी उन लोगों ने डाल दिया है सर ये
Actually,
वो बट एक्चुअली मैंने वही बोला ना कि ज़्यादा कुछ ये नहीं रहेगा. हम लोग का बस जितना भी क्वेश्चन किया है ना वीक 1 to week 8, वही सब एक बार आपको जस्ट एग्जाम के लिए रिवीजन हो जाएगा. और कोई मतलब देल नॉट बी एनीथिंग न्यू विच विल बी डूइंग. whatever like we have done till now, we'll just be doing it in a express manner, so that you can like for your revision for the exam. Else you can even go through the PDF. I'll upload the PDF also, so you can go through the PDF and you can just have a look at the PDF also. It's not something which we will be learning new or something in that. So that's why I'm giving you a heads up early and only.
sir, I have one question.
Yes sir.
Actually, there is a doubt, that is the all MCQ or MSQ related questions. So how we will identify the question is MCQ, or how it will I will also identify the question is MSQ.
So I have I'll show you in like even in the assignment I put it this way. So when it is a MSQ question, you will have a square box, right? If you see, even in your even if you go in your there will be a square box.
Say also that.
And here there will be a radio button.
Huh.
So MSQ and MCQ you will be able to understand very easily. So there is one doubt, obviously many times there will be like three options will be there and all of the above, and if it will be a MSQ question. So in that case, what to do? Whether we have to click all four or only all of the above. So in that case, you can keep that question number in mind. So in that you just put so after the exam there will be a feedback form that will open. So you'll get a email to give your exam feedback. So in that you can just say that I this was the question. For this I have marked all of the above because or else I have marked all four. You just have to tell in that feedback form. Then that question will be considered for like your. In case there is any dispute, it will be like you have already told
So,
it.
sir, here in the presentation slide that the check boxes are given. That is question number 4, Mahabalipuram in Southeast India,
Yeah, yeah.
something. So, as the check box is given, so it's a MSQ question, I think.
Yeah, it is a MSQ question in but in this is a practice assignment question.
Maybe more than one answer can be
Yeah,
selected in
yeah,
that
more than
case.
one question can be selected. Minimum one will be right. Need not be like only only more than one is right. One can also be right. So like there can be
But
only.
in this question, is question.
Huh?
Huh. So in question number 1, the round box are given the round,
Yeah.
so it will be also treated as MCQ question.
It is a MCQ question. Only
Radio
one is
buttons
right.
are given.
Yeah, it is only one is right. See, we can't.
Radio
Sir,
button or checkbox.
if this is multiple select, then
Multiple select if it is a multiple select, then it will be a square checkbox. This kind of.
you please consider this question number one, and if it is multiple select, then you tell us. Question number one.
Okay. So you have to tick the box. So means what do you want me to do? I didn't understand. I didn't get your question, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir. I didn't get your question.
we have question number one, no?
Yeah.
Sir, question number one, you please go to, not this one,
Okay.
the
Okay.
earlier one.
Okay. Okay. This one. Okay. Fine. Yes. So now what do we have to do? Yeah. Yes, sir. Atish, sir, what do you want me to do?
Yes, sir. Question number one. It is not visible. Actually, that assignment 8 question. Yes. So this is a single answer is expected from this question because of the radio button. Is it, sir?
So see, the framing of questions when you are framing a MSQ question and MCQ question will be different. So when it will be a MCQ question, there will be one single answer will be right. There will not be like two answers which are right. So in this question you can see there is only one question which is right. Obviously all the alternatives are close to each other. Here you have to like use your judgment, and which is the closest, which is the most correct you believe you have to give. So in this I understand what you are saying is you will see like a person might think that option B and option D both are correct, right? And both are very close to each other also. So in this case if it.
No, sir.
Hmm?
Sir, actually, I think Otis asked that radio button or checkbox
Hmm.
is the only can identify this question is MCQ or MSQ,
Yes, yes.
because some questions have radio buttons or some question have checkboxes.
Yeah.
So which questions have checkbox and which questions have radio button?
So that you
MCQ questions have radio buttons only.
just single correct answer, that is MCQ, will have a radio button. If it is a more than one correct answer, that will be MSQ, that will have a checkbox.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir,
Yes.
for solve
Yes.
our
Now,
worries.
sir,
Thank
if
you,
this
Otis.
question number one, if we consider,
Hmm.
and if it is suppose this is not a radio button, if check boxes are there, then second and fourth two answers are
Yeah, you
correct, na?
can give. Yeah, yeah. That's what I think. So that was the question you had in your mind. So yes, that is how
Yes,
you have
yes,
to do
that
it.
was my question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but
very true, sir. Thank you
yeah.
very much,
So,
sir.
but one, let me tell you, these kind of questions won't
Because
come in MSQ.
the second option and fourth option are very close to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah. So
Only one statement that's well defined are missing.
yeah, so that's the thing.
Hmm.
So but the in MSQ these kind of questions won't be asked. It will be like more of like 5 6 facts are given, like here we can see, like these kind of questions are there, like one or two you have to these kind of questions only will come in MSQs. Like the statement long kind of application statement kind of questions are rare in MSQ, because the like when setting the question paper, the aim is to like not have any dispute later. So always your the main aim will always be to be very clear with the question. So I hope the questions will be very clear during the exam also. So I hope your question is answered. Jayantika Gupta, you
Yes, yes, sir. Very much satisfied with the answer given by you.
yeah.
Thank
So
you, sir.
thank you, sir. So Jayantika Gupta, so the I just showed how you can get the PPT. You can go on the NPTEL course page. At the right hand side, there is a problem solving session uh, option. From there, you will see the you will be able to see the recordings, and there you will be able to get the slides PPT also. Mukesh Meena sir, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, sir. मुकेश मीना सर.
Sir,
हाँ सर.
yes, sir.
हाँ.
Yes, sir. My question is that can we get any hint for how to clear the NPTEL exam, and the assignment is when if I go through the assignment, then it is enough to clear for the exam, sir.
So last time I gave a hint. So the thing is, I'll tell you simple. There will be the one. There are like more than 2,000 people who have registered for the exam. So the thing is, it is so yeah. So there are more than 2,000 people who are registered for the exam, and so the paper, and there are people from diverse background. So the paper will be easier. So like as I said earlier also, there the chance of having a calculative paper, so having problems or having very difficult problems is very difficult, because there are people from humanities also who are not very good, like maths is not their background. So those kind of people also will be there. So the paper will be very generalized. So that is one thing. So it will be easy. So you need not worry about it. So second, so there will be like 40 40 20 or 45 45 10 rule hai. So in that, what is there is like 45% or 40% will be recall type of question. So there will be like you'll have to go through the from the video directly a question may be framed. Okay, so from the video directly a question will be framed, and the answer will be there in the video. The instructor would have said that word or something, either it will be there in the slide or the instructor would have said that word, but that will be around 40% or 45% of the like of your exam. Then the other 45% or 40% will be application. So recall, application is like applying your brain. So today if you can see the questions, these are called of application kind of questions. So where you can like apply your brain. So you can read the question. आप question पढ़ के ही आप समझ सकते हो कि क्या आंसर रह सकता है. So आप guess कर सकते हो. That kind of things are application based of questions. So that is like again 45 to 40%. So मतलब 40% or 45% will be like if it is 100 questions. So we assume 100 questions. So 40% will be 40 questions will be recall, 40 questions will be application, and 20% will be miscellaneous. That is for other, like that can be anything. We cannot predict. There can be a passage or there can be application or something like that. So like that is how it is. So my suggestion is once go through the videos, once go through all the assignments. Kal we will be solving all the assignments one after the other. So you can attend that session, and that will be enough for you to pass. Again, I hope you have submitted all the assignments on time and you have got a good marks in that. So that will help you in covering and scoring more. So that is the basic trick I can give it to you. Anything else you are expecting?
Yes, sir. Thank you. No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other question? If you don't have any question, you are free to leave the session. I would not waste your time. Tomorrow we will be just be going through all the assignments 1 to 8. uh, the PPT will be uploaded. So if you are if you have gone through all the questions, I would not recommend you wasting your time again tomorrow, because Saturday is your exam. If you have we'll try to finish very fast tomorrow. So in case you have any non technical or exam related doubts or something, you need the tips and tricks as I gave, so you can ask now. Tomorrow it will take a long time to finish all the questions, so we might not be able to ask the questions right now. If you don't have any question, you are free to leave the session. Atish sir, yeah, please.
Sir, one more question.
Yes sir.
Question number 8.
Yes sir. Yes sir. You can see the question, sir.
Sir, not this one. Experimental research, something like maybe 7 it is. 7 or 9. Experimental research. Question on experimental research.
Interdisciplinary research is 10. 9 is primary requirement of studying a research. What best defines research? Uh, are you expecting this? Education experiment? Yeah, this one. This one?
Experimental research question.
Yeah, this one. Which process is not?
It is not visible on the screen. Maybe after few seconds it may visible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just wait for a few seconds.
Screen is not.
Is it? It will take some time. It's just there is some lag in the screen. Is the screen visible now?
No, sir. Once it will be on the once it is visible, we will let you know. ME22D503 is presenting. That is what we are getting on the screen now.
I'll just stop presenting and I'll restart presenting again.
Sir, if it is not visible, you can just take that question. What is not required in experimental research?
Yeah. So
Which process is typically not required in experimental research? Yes,
yes,
sir.
yeah. So the options are controlling variables, making observations, collecting the references, and manipulating results. So this is uh, controlling variables is basically you're controlling the input, controlling the what you are evaluating. So last I guess you had in last week we had the factorial design. So input variable low, input variable high, and all those things. So then basically you are taking the observations, you are taking the readings. So that obviously is part of experimental research. Collecting the references, so what data you are getting, you have to corroborate, right? You have to explain the data. So collecting the references, that is also a part of experimental research. Manipulating research results, obviously you need not manipulate results. That is obviously a big wrong. That is a big problem. If you are manipulating results, it's as good as a crime in scientific terms. So the process is not required in experimental research is manipulating of results. The answer is manipulating of results.
It is visible now, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, it is reflecting on the screen.
So
So let it be a multiple select or a MCQ type of question. If this question is asked, then manipulating the result is not at all a part of experimental research,
yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So one
Because other three is some way or the other related to experimental
yeah,
research. 1, 2, and 3.
yeah, exactly. So one more thing,
All right, sir. Thank
if
you.
you have any problems during your exam, if you think that this question might be wrong or this question might be problem, just note down the few keywords about that question and give that in your feedback. So your feedback actually counts. So your feedback actually reaches the NPTEL team. NPTEL team will like ask the faculty whether the student has given this feedback, whether it is right or wrong. So uh, like keep those questions in mind. You might not get to like take your anything outside of, so pen everything you have to, pen paper everything you have to leave in the exams hall. But if you have any doubts, if you have any questions, so just after getting down you just have to write all those questions on a notebook or somewhere, and then maybe when the feedback link opens you have to give the like feedback. So the feedback link opens after like you will get an email after your so per se if your exam is done on Saturday, by Monday you will get a email that give you a feedback related to exam. So there you can give this feedback. So what I would suggest, if you have any doubts regarding the question, if you think one question was unclear, or if you are not satisfied with the options or any other problem, just keep that questions in mind, and rather than chatting with others after you come out of the exam hall, write those questions down in your notebook or somewhere, or in your mobile notes or anywhere. Keep that write those questions in mind, because that will help you, because that is very important. So your feedback is given a lot of weightage by NPTEL. So just like note those questions in mind. So and that you will only be able to recollect just after coming the exam. So like you will say like I'll go home and I'll be able to recollect. Nahi, it will not happen. You will have to do it just after you get down from the exam hall, and you get your bag and you write all the questions, keywords that okay, this question I couldn't understand, this question I couldn't understand, this question I couldn't understand, and write that in a notebook or somewhere, and like do it later. But do it, well, once you are out of the exam hall, do this thing and come get done with these problems, because then after going home you will not be able to recollect the questions. It will be more than at least 50 questions will be there, which is impossible to recollect after you go home. So my humble request, if you have any questions, keep that questions in mind, and go like just go outside the exam hall, and like after the exam is done, write it, make a note of it and upload it when the feedback link opens. So any other question, any other doubt, you can ask. If you don't have any doubt, you are free to leave the session.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your help. Thank
Thank
you for your solve our queries
thank
and very listening for very carefully. And
no,
thank you, sir,
that's
again.
my job, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So any other one has any questions, you can ask. You can ask your question tomorrow 5 to 7. We'll see you again. If you have if you want to solve the assignment like from 1 to 8. Tomorrow will be rapid fire, so like we'll be going one after the other. So it's just 5 to 7.
Sir, for tomorrow we'll get new link or have to join same link, sir?
Link will be the same. The mail has come, I think so. Just when the session was going on, the mail has come. So you can just go through that link and you can join. Tomorrow 5 to 7 we'll do rapid fire. All the questions we'll solve. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any other question?
Hello.
Huh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, Abhishek, sir. You can ask. sir, you had any questions? Any questions? Anyone has any questions? Are there any questions? In case of no questions, are there any questions?